Nation, Sanbunan Bafetu, welcome back to Football Trends with me, QP. Now, in today's video, we will be discussing Bruce Vulma, fixing the complications when it comes to Bruce Vulma. We will be looking at Khanyisa Mayo, and I can confirm in the Bayake Bruce Vulma and also Talapana Bvuma Mmodi. Those are the players that we will be talking about, and then see Lapana Khanyisa Mayo, because what I'm hearing is quite interesting and it's something that a lot of you were not expecting. But before we get there, please do make sure that you like the video, you subscribe to the channel, and make sure that you click the bell notification so that next time when I post a new video, you will be notified and be able to watch that video. Thank you so much, guys, for always being here and listening to QB while I try to deliver, some of the latest news when it comes to the club. So right now, starting with the Bruce Vulma, there's a lot of complications, and I understand where this is coming from because I was also confused. And Bruce Vulma players whose contract is coming to an end. But don't blame me, because Kaizer did say he's signing 2 years. But most of us, just like me, we neglected one thing. It's 2 years with an option. Listen to me very carefully. 2 years with an option to extend. So basically, singasho nje ukuthi Talapana has signed for 3 years. That option to extend, it is something that is triggered by the club. So right now, as I'm speaking with you, it is believed that Bruce Vulma is not going anywhere, as much as we thought the contract is coming to an end in 2026. He's still going to remain with the club. So basically, he signed for 3 years, not 2 years. Yes, we did hear, but I do understand. I think maybe in case they were not very sure when they were signing him, will they be continuing with him? Because remember, that deal it coincides very well with the coaches, Nasrin Nabi, Coach Khalil Ben Yusuf, and then Coach Fernando Cruz. But I think then Bisega Hambile, because Talana was signing 14 February, if I'm not mistaken. So 14 February 2024, that's when he signed. And initially, we can say he signed for 3 years. Now, it is quite confusing because a lot of us, especially on the media outlets, we've been saying, no, EK is the Chiefs, Lokiana. But for me, from my side, I would love to apologize, Buffet too. I misunderstood the situation. So now I've dug deeper and then asked obviously my trusted sources, and then they confirmed that no, Yafano Tumchita has signed 3 years instead of 2 years, despite the official announcement saying 2 years with an option to extend. You understand? So Bruce Vulma is not going anywhere. We do hear that currently there's interest from Amazulu FC and also Iteven City, which quite interesting. Atazwani Ngapa, Coach Khalil Ben Yusuf, very interesting. It's not something I was expecting. So maybe he's seeing a lot more than what we are seeing, especially from fans. But I believe Kaizer themselves, they also believe Omjita can still bring, something to the club. But then all of that remains to be seen so far, even though I can confirm that. Now, moving on, we jump to Bvuma Modi. Now, Bvuma Modi is another player. When it comes to him, obviously, contract yake was coming to an end right now. Date. Okay, actually, it is ending today. It is ending today. And despite it ending in May, around May, Kaizer were very, very sure they are letting go of him. But right now, as I'm speaking with you, they have decided, you know what, we need to renew his contract. Now, if you ask me, why is Kaizer doing that? Well, I think and I believe it has to do with the fact that they've failed to secure the players that they thought they would be getting from, those different clubs. So apparently right now, Buly Modi is a player that they are seriously considering triggering or extending his stay at Naturena. The talks have begun. So as I'm told, negotiations have started. They are trying to at least keep the player. So I don't know if they will conclude with the deal or Hamba, all of that remains to be seen as time goes on, but I do understand it has to do with the fact that, you know, the wingers they thought they were going to be able to secure, they are not winning in that department. Remember, we have spoken about Langlehle Pili, we have spoken about Sianda Ndlovu. Sianda Ndlovu was the initial target for Kaizer Chiefs before they moved to Langlehle Pili, and unfortunately they failed on that front end. And speaking of Langlehle Pili, even his dad has come out and spoke about umfana wakhe. He says he would prefer umfana wakhe to go abroad. So definitely I feel like it is getting back to the news as Kulumengazo ukuthi uLangelihle Phili prefers to play abroad, same as Isak Sise is another player who preferred to play abroad. So quite interesting, but I think if the right offer is there, is being put, umfana can come to the club as long as Tina would meet the evaluation of the player. Though Kaizer Chiefs have decided to no longer pursue, even though it's not official, but I think they've decided not to pursue umfana uLangelihle Phili. We just have to forget about him, and then we will see if they will be going after the services of Thulani Gumede. But since they are considering Bvuma Pule Mmodi, chances are they might have failed also in that department of Thulani Gumede from Richards Bay FC. But I'm not saying that is the case. I'm saying it's a possibility they might have failed in that front. So get ready, Bafetu. We will be going back to the season with the same players that we had last season. So nje, yeah, I don't know what to say. Moving on, we jump to Khanyisa Mayo, which is another player who we are certain about his future at the club. But currently there's rumors, nothing concrete, rumors stating that umfana has signed. Kaizer Chiefs have decided to let him stay at the club. So I don't know if it's going to be on permanent basis or there's a new contract in place that they've spoken about with his club parent, which is CRB Belouizdad. I'm honestly not sure, but since these are rumors, I'm still waiting for more confirmation from my trusted sources to tell me if definitely what I'm hearing is the truth or it is something that people are just talking about so that to be excited and say this and say that. Because according to those rumors, it looks like Kaizer Chiefs management, they still believe in the player Khanyisa Mayo, he can still deliver for the club. And honestly speaking, I am with them on that, but I know a lot of us will not agree. The only biggest thing or the biggest mistake ayenzile to dampen his mood and his energy was when he tapped in that ball Bvuma Pule Mmodi, and then it no longer became a goal because he was offside. At least if he was onside, I think people would have not been against him doing that, because let's win and gotten, you know, maximum of 3 points. I don't know where we would be on the table currently, but we would have made it a bit far. So those are the updates that I wanted to give to you. Bruce Vulma is not going anywhere unless things change, but for now all I'm hearing is he's gonna stay with the club. And then Khanyisa Mayo, rumors, he has signed with the club. And then Bvuma Pule Mmodi, Kaizer Chiefs is considering signing him. Now, funny enough, they did not, I repeat, they have not contacted Uchim Sugazi or TS Galaxy and inquire about the player, which is umfana lapana Omahlambi. They have not done that. I was hoping they would, but they have not inquired about Seluleko Mahlambi, which I felt like would be a good player compared to Thulani Gumede. I'm not saying, guys, Kaizer just should be going after, you know, big names. Even Seluleko Mahlambi, I did not know anything about him until recently, and I'm looking at his performance and how he plays, because for me it's not just about the details. You know, I look at how the player plays, you understand, and in Yabonu, okay, this player can at least fit to the style of play that we want to play. And let me be blunt and open and clear as I possibly can. Coach Fernando de Cruz plays similar football to Coach Nazardine Nabi. Nothing has changed in that department. I don't understand what Kaizer Chiefs is trying to achieve, but all I can say is let us just sit here and watch sibone what is going to happen. But you remember, we did talk about this yesterday, that Kaizer Chiefs are hoping to at least have young players from the 30C being produced to the best of talent so that they can move over to the senior team and be sold. That's why we're seeing the transition of Dylan Shepherd being the second assistant coach, because Ushilo Naye today, I believe today, the SABC Sport has revealed the video where he said he will be continuing to work with the DDC players and then also be helping on the senior side. So definitely it's all about trying to make the transition. And if you remember very well, Khalil Ben Youssef did say Kaizer Chiefs wants to have young stars, which is not a problem, but then it's going to take a lot of time, to build those players, to build that system that is going to work so that you can be able to compete at the highest level. So you can't be doing this and also expecting results at the same time. You need to allow the process to begin, grow, and then get there. So far, I've been hearing a lot about the sporting director in Nalukiana, but we're not gonna go there. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like the video. Thank you so much. I hope to see you Ksasa on the new day with something new. So far, since Morocco has advanced, I don't know what's going to happen, but peace.